Don't forget, my friends, to hit the subscribe button, give a like, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our fun and entertaining stories. On a sunny and beautiful morning, three inseparable siblings gathered together: Sam, Lily, and Alex. With Sam was a clever parrot named Zuzu, Lily had a little squirrel named Nibbles, and Alex was accompanied by an energetic white rabbit named Snowy. Lily smiled and said, "Today, we're going to have the best day ever at the amusement park." Everyone laughed, jumped with joy, and rushed toward the colorful, fun-filled park. At the amusement park, laughter echoed from every corner. Alex rode the roller coaster with Snowy, and they screamed with laughter at every twist and turn. Sam went into the magical mirror house, where each mirror showed a funny version of him, and Zuzu mimicked sounds and laughed out loud. Lily soared high on the flying balloon ride with Nibbles, trying to catch the colorful balloons as they floated in the air. The siblings laughed so much and enjoyed every moment. While they wandered around the far corners of the park, they spotted an old ride they had never seen before. It was called the Spinning Tunnel. Zuzu said curiously, "That's strange. I've never seen this ride before." The siblings walked closer. It looked like a small tunnel that slowly turned while glowing with a beautiful blue light. Sam said, "Let's try it out." The siblings stepped into the tunnel, and suddenly, a strange sound echoed. The tunnel gently shook, and a secret door opened at the end of the tunnel. They stepped out of the tunnel and found themselves in a magical, mysterious world. An underground city. Everything was made of toys. Lights sparkled, music played on its own, and the dolls moved and smiled. Sam rode a flying wooden horse that soared above the magical city. Nibbles met another tiny squirrel that looked just like him, and they played together with cotton-soft balls that felt like clouds. Snowy raced with tiny cars made of cookies. Alex ran after him, laughing loudly. Zuzu flew up into the sky and shouted, "This is the most amazing city in the world!" Suddenly, the siblings heard a gentle voice say, "Thank you for visiting our secret city. But it's time to go back." A small cloud appeared, gently carrying the children and their animal friends back through the tunnel to the amusement park. They stepped out of the tunnel and looked around in wonder. Was it all a dream, or was it real? Alex asked, "Was that all really real?" Lily smiled and said, "It doesn't matter. It was a wonderful day." They all laughed, and Zuzu added, "And maybe we'll go back there someday." The end. Don't forget, my friends, to hit the subscribe button, give a like, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our fun and entertaining stories. Once upon a time, in a village at the edge of a deep, dark forest called the Shadow of the Mountain, lived a brave young boy named Leo. Leo was full of curiosity and loved adventures. He dreamed of becoming a fearless warrior, one who protects the weak and uncovers hidden worlds. One day, while exploring near the forest, Leo heard a strange sound. It was like the moaning of burning metal. Carefully, he stepped closer, parting the trees to see what was making the noise. There, in a clearing, lay a giant dragon made of iron. The dragon was fast asleep, its metal body glinting in the sunlight. But all around it, the ground was scorched, and the trees were turned to ash. Leo ran back to the village and told the elders what he had seen. But no one believed him. No one except his wise old grandfather, who said, "That is the Iron Dragon, guardian of the Black Cave. It hasn't been seen for 100 years, but if it awakens, it will leave nothing in peace." Leo didn't wait for permission. He packed a small bag, took an old sword from his grandfather's home, and snuck into the forest under the cover of night. On his way, Leo faced many challenges. A frozen river he had to cross on broken logs, hungry wolves lurking in the early dawn, and an ancient riddle carved into the cave's door. "I am something that grows bigger the more you take away from me. What am I?" Leo answered confidently, "A hole." Slowly, the cave door creaked open. Inside, Leo found the Iron Dragon's heart, hanging in a room of fire. He knew he had to destroy it before the dragon woke up. Dodging flames and jumping over molten rocks, he reached the heart, and, with one powerful swing of his grandfather's sword, he shattered the iron heart. The cave shook and began to collapse, but Leo escaped just in time, before the rocks sealed the entrance forever. As the sun rose, the iron dragon vanished, and the forest turned green once more. When Leo returned to his village, no one doubted his story. He became a hero, and children told his tale from one generation to the next. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by mountains on all sides, there lived a little girl named Layla. Layla loved adventure and was always curious to discover anything strange and new. But what she loved most was the sky. Every night, she would climb up to the roof of her house and sit there, staring at the stars, counting them one by one, whispering, "I wish I could travel to you among the clouds, the planets, and the stars." And one quiet night, something magical happened. As Layla was watching the sky, she saw a star shining brightly, falling down like a magical spark. Suddenly, boom! The star landed in the forest near her village, lighting up the trees for a moment before darkness returned. Layla opened her eyes wide in amazement, jumped to her feet, and said with excitement, "A real star? It fell from the sky? I have to go right now!" She put on her big shoes, packed her little backpack, placing inside a small flashlight and a box of emergency cookies, because who knows what might happen in the forest, and set off with eager steps toward where the star had fallen. Deep in the forest, Layla found something she had never seen before. A little star, glowing and floating in the air. The star spoke with a soft voice, like a morning breeze. "Hello, my name is Stella. I come from the galaxy of heavenly toys. I was playing among the planets, then I slipped and fell here. And now I can't go back." Layla looked at her with excitement and said, "Don't worry, Stella. I'll help you return to the sky." And so, the adventure began. They walked together through the forest until they reached a dark cave. Its door was made of stone, and silent statues stood on both sides. But as soon as they entered, the statues started moving slowly every time they heard a sound. Layla quickly understood. "We have to walk quietly, without making a single sound." She held her breath and moved as lightly as a cat, while Stella gently lit the path. After a long effort, they made it out of the cave safely. They continued walking until they reached a wide river, home to a giant, beautiful fish. The fish looked at them and said, "You may only cross this river if you sing with me." Layla laughed and said, "All right, let's sing." And they began to sing a cheerful song about the stars. The fish clapped its tail and let them cross over its back. Finally, they reached a tall golden gate, in front of which sat a wise white turtle with kind eyes. The turtle spoke in a calm voice. "The gate to the sky only opens for those who can answer my question. What is born every morning and sleeps every night?" Layla thought for a moment, then smiled confidently and said, "It's the sun." The turtle smiled and nodded. Then the gate slowly began to open, and a great light shone from behind it. Stella looked at Layla, came closer, and said, "Thank you, Layla. You've been my friend and my helper. Take this, a little starstone. It will light your path whenever you feel lonely or lost, because those who help others are never truly lost." Then Stella flew up to the sky, spinning and shining until she disappeared among the stars. From that day on, whenever Layla looked up at the sky, she saw one little star shining brighter than the rest. It was Stella, waving at her with a smile. The end.